I got told quite early. I missed out in the New Zealand series. I didn't play the last two games, so I was told to be ready. There might be a chance for me to open the batting, so I got enough time to prepare. And opening is something that I've done for a long time in my career, so I just had to go back and practice it a little bit more. And like I said, I batted a lot in the top of the order, so I know how I need to get my runs and what processes I need to follow. And I got enough practice time. I came here early. I played an India A game, which helped me to get some time in the middle. We played a few practice games as well, so I've got a lot of time in the middle. So it was good. It helped me in my preparation. Anything, I've said this before. I just want to be in the playing 11. Fit me in wherever, and just want to go there, bat, and play for the team. I don't know, honestly. I don't have a answer to that. I just go there, try and see what I need to do in that given scenario, and whenever I walk in, what is it that the team requires, what is it that I need to do to get runs from there on, and yeah, try and keep my game as simple as I can. Yeah, luckily for me, I batted in different positions. So early on, when I was asked to bat in different places, it was a bit of a challenge mentally, and not so much technique, but at least mentally how to play those first 20-25 balls, what shots I can play, how early can I attack, how much do I need to, how much I need to be cautious. So those were the things that was a bit tricky early on. But now that I've played in ODIs, in Test cricket all over the place, so it's just given me a little bit of an idea as to how I need to manage my innings and how I need to start. And I feel like it's just the start that's important, whether I'm batting top of the order or in the middle order. Is just the start, the first 30-40 balls. If I can manage that, then everything else starts to seem like it's regular batting. So that's what I try to focus on.
Everyone is saying that it does a lot on the lights. You know, batted briefly in Canberra. So how are you preparing for this challenge?
Yeah, this will be my first pink ball test match. So I don't have game experience as much as some of the other players who've played. So for us, it's just about speaking to the guys who played and trying to understand what were the things that they found hard, or how did they manage to, if there were any changes that they made. In whatever little we've trained and played the practice game, I felt like it was just a little different to the red ball in terms of how well you see the ball and how well you pick up the ball from the bowler's hand. That's been a bit of a challenge, but yeah, so we've got a bit of time. We've been training hard, and hopefully by the time the game starts, we'll have had enough practice sessions and we'll get used to what the pink ball does.
How do you work on that? Because it looks like you put a lot of priority.
Like I said, I try and keep it really simple. The new ball does do a lot, so you need to respect the first 20-25 overs and try and soak in the pressure and try and get used to the pace or whatever the wicket's doing. Just try and get used to it, and if you can get through that period, then like I said, batting seems pretty normal to wherever you are in the world. So it's about managing those first 20-25 overs, and like you rightly mentioned, those are the key points that you need to really work on: playing the ball late, leaving a lot of balls, and waiting for the bowlers to come to you. Yeah, so those are the things that I try to do, and yeah, I've played in different conditions. So when you do well in different conditions, in pace friendly conditions or away from home, you do get a little bit of confidence, and you do understand how you need to do it, and try and repeat those processes again and again.
And also in terms of mental clarity of how you want to sort of go about your innings, is that something that you already have a very set pattern? You kind of know what you really want?
Yeah, with Jaiswal, it's the first time I'm actually batting with him. I don't think we've batted together before this. In first innings, we didn't really get enough time. He got out really early, so. But we did have a few chats before in training sessions as well, and I tried to share whatever little I've learned from playing here in Australia and facing up against the new ball. So those were the conversations that we had. But in the second innings, obviously, a really important period, that second day where we had to put runs on board, and we knew if we can do that, we'll be ahead in the game. And for that, I've realized how important the opening partnership is when you travel overseas. So just try to speak to him, calm him down, and I could, like I said, I saw a little bit of myself when I was here 10 years ago, opening the batting for the first time. A lot of doubts, a lot of nerves, and you keep doubting your own game, and there's a lot that happens in your head. So the only thing that you can do is to slow things down, try and take a few deep breaths and focus on one thing, and that's what was passed on to me by my fellow opening partner back then, Murli Vijay. So I just passed that on to him. And again, it's the same again with him. Once he got past those first 30, 40 balls, he started to feel a little bit more confident, and he was seeing the ball really well, and he batted beautifully. So it was just about trying to help him in that first 30, 40 balls, and then he was good to go. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I don't have all these thoughts. I do still have all of these thoughts, but I having been there, you know what you need to do to get past that or get over those doubts and get over those thoughts you have in your head. And so whatever I told Jaiswal is what I practice. So I just told him the same thing.
The way that you dominated Australia in the first test, how much confidence does that give the team, and do you feel like you have a mental edge over them going into this match?
Yeah, I mean, really happy with the way we played, and it does give you a lot of confidence when you travel to Australia and win the first game and win it in a way that we did in Perth, especially in Perth. I mean, so much being spoken about Perth being the fastest wicket in Australia, and teams that travel here have really struggled there. So yes, we have taken a lot of confidence from that. But yeah, Perth is back in Perth. We try and move on. It's a different place, different condition. Pink ball is going to be different. Yeah, so take the confidence from that game and really use that in this game, and try and a lot in the dressing room is to win sessions and not really worry about winning the whole game or talking about what happens on day 4 or day 5. It's just about winning each session. So yeah, we're trying to do that again and see where we go. I've been told, but I've also been told not to share it today. We'll have to wait for day 1 or maybe when the captain comes here tomorrow. Yeah. Everyone wishes for it, but yeah, I mean, I'll have to get as many runs as the people that have their names on the stands. So if I can do that, then maybe. But I don't really. Yeah, I think it's too soon. I haven't reached that level. Yeah.
About the proposal to name this.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, just respecting what the players have done for that state and for the country. And I'm sure for everybody, it's a huge honor when you see your name, a stand being named after you. So yeah, it'd be lovely for anybody.
You guys got to prepare with a lot of, I guess, privacy first, the training sessions and all of that. Last night, big crowd at training. Like, what was that like as an experience? And I suppose
we have T20s.
Rahul mentioned a few times like what you learned from 10 years ago. Does it feel like it's been 10 years since you made your test debut here? I mean, I think you're clean shaven, you're soft spoken, but how much has changed in you, in your life? I mean, not about the batting, but just you, the person.
Yeah, I mean, 10 years ago, like I said, I would keep away the noises and all of that. So yeah, I've learned a lot in these 10 years, and really grateful for everything that I've had to go through, the ups and downs, the good, the bad, everything. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to the next 10 years, and hopefully started for me 10 years ago. Hopefully this is a start for something great in the next half of my career.
With the extra lacquer, how does the ball feel? Does it have a tendency to pop out? So just some more of the cues that the team's talking about in the preparation.
Off the hand has been a bit tricky for some of the boys. So whether it's facing up against bowlers or facing up against throwdowns or just someone throwing balls at you, it's just getting used to seeing the ball off someone's hand and just getting used to that. And I feel like that's step 1 of a batter. If you can pick that, then you give yourself the best chance to react and be in good positions. So yeah, that's been something that all batters have been speaking about and trying to play a lot more balls so that you get used to it.
Tattoos and you generally pick up from. I don't know whether you've done it the first time you came in Australia.
I did.
You did? Okay.
Second time as well, third time as well.
So what is it, the tattoo here?
Yeah.
Or it stopped after marriage?
No. I have it scheduled for after the last test in Sydney. So
You have identified
yeah.
it?
It's personal, that's personal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you guys.
Thank you.